So hello, everybody. I'm gonna have to make this a really quick update. Um, but yeah, yeah, annoyingly, timing of the market is not. Yeah, let's just have a look at price. I'm talking nonsense already. Let's just wait for a few people to get in here so I can say something properly. Uh, um, Okay, yeah, we've got a few people in here. Hello, everyone. So yeah, annoyingly, I was out this morning, and I wasn't able to cover all of this as we were moving down. Like, it's typical, isn't it? Like, we do all of these London sessions, especially everyone in the crew. We do all these London sessions, and we wake up at like 8 a.m. in the morning to trade London Open. The one morning that I'm not around to trade it, and it gets the level that I've been waiting for like 3 weeks. So it's just, it's so annoying. But hey, I had my limit orders down there. I think everyone knew that I had my limit orders down there already. So I was very confident in this level. Everyone, yeah, you all know how confident I was that this was going to get hit. Like, I've been calling this since like, well, there. Like, as soon as this got left behind, it was always going to come back and revisit it. So yeah, I had my limit orders down there. They've been waiting there. They've been waiting patiently, and yeah, I'm very happy to have come back and seen that we've got this bounce, and it has changed market structure as well. So this is a really good sign at the moment that this, like, I do think we come back down and revisit this, because this is what I was saying. I don't want to see V shape off of this. So if you've not got into a long position, there could be other opportunities. I don't know if we'll come back down, because I mean, it just hit the daily level. It was so clear. You had your naked point of control, you had your daily level, and to do that, and yeah, let's just take a look at it and see how deep down it went into there. Like, that was the test of support, and it's looking really good. It's looking really good. I haven't actually had a look at the chart, so let's look at these lows, see what kind of imbalances. And again, the, the only the only update I was able to give this morning was when we were around here, saying that, like, I do expect those lows to get swept, which they were. It actually just, yeah, barely. So yeah, you could have placed, as long as you didn't get in too early and have a stop loss set just below, you should be fine on this. I believe we're back above the daily open. Yeah, we are back above the daily open. We must be. Oh no, the daily open's up here. Okay, cool. So yeah, I've literally just logged onto the computer. So daily open. Let's have a look at this. Okay, cool. So where are we looking at resistance? So this will be the resistance then. We'll have VWAP below us. And then we've got some really nice potential trades to get off of this. So let's just put the 0.5 on here. Let's check the 786 just in case. Of course, okay. Let's just go for that. And 1 hour. Yeah. And the weekly as well. Yeah, let me just get on my old levels. So daily open. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Daily open there. Must be. Yes. We have our range. So we're back inside range value area low. I'll just go and check that again in a minute. Weekly reclaimed. Good. We have this daily level. So we do have this daily level. So that's where we got stops. And then the daily open is so the daily is the rejection and the daily open is the, yeah, currently where we're looking to reclaim again. But cool. Okay. I'm just talking as I'm looking at this. Oh man, this has traded so nicely today. I'm so annoyed I haven't been able to trade it. It's so annoying. Uh, um, oh, it's so easy as well. Like just claim weekly and long it. Man, nice. Very, very nice price action. So let me have a look at this. So let me just take off some of these things. Oh, damn it. Okay, we know where it got hit, so that's fine. And fixed range. Yeah, back inside value area. I do think we'll probably chop around here for a while. Like this is what I was saying earlier. I think we probably chop around here to get above all of this resistance straight away is a bit difficult, especially this daily level, because that was like kind of where we were before. But yeah, I mean it looks decent so far as a bounce. Does anyone have any questions or anything? Because yeah, I mean I think everyone's pretty much aware of what my thoughts have been on this level for a while. So if anyone has any questions, then let me know. Just type them in the chat and stuff. I'm only going to stay on here for about another 10 minutes or something. I want to have a look at where Ethereum's gone as well. Ethereum came through, filled all that single prints. Okay. Yeah, nice reaction across the market to this. Um, okay, Therwin, if we got in at 31.6, what's the target? I mean, it's good to take profit early, like quickly on this. I'd say like this daily level, the 32,800 was kind of the big resistance. I know we've just missed probably the chance to take profit there, but I'd say now is a good time to take profit on it. But if you are long here, there is nothing. There's no reason why you shouldn't hold this as a swing trade now, unless there are big inefficiencies again on the chart. Okay, so if we look at this range, this was the last test of support. We're still losing. We're still getting lower volume overall. Like this is still a very low volume, low volatility move compared to what we were having in the previous range. I know it feels like there's been a big move today, but it really hasn't. But there'd be no reason to not hold this as a swing long now, looking back towards 38, 40k, and possibly even higher. Yeah. So take profit early, and of course, like, not financial advice. But the way that I've been looking at this is that I had one issue. Like I'm pretty bullish on the chart. I believe, and I have believed for a while, that this is going to break out to the upside eventually. So my bias, like it's not the strongest bias, but I always do like to have a bias just to kind of take my trading plans from. But realistically, I've been looking at this as kind of creating this downsloping structure, sellers losing momentum, and I do believe the likelihood is that we come back up, and we probably come up into this kind of range here. Okay, so between 40 to 48k. That's what I think is the slightly more likely scenario throughout everything. So this here has to be a swing long. There wouldn't be any reason for it not to be, because if it does lose this and this becomes resistance, we're going down to like much lower targets. So, and also at this stage, you wouldn't take this trade unless you were prepared to hold it. I think everything here has been like not really testing the inefficient, like everything that was left on the chart. That we hadn't had a proper test of this support. We just spiked into it, spiked into it, spiked into it, spiked into it. Every time left these just stuff that was left on the chart, and to get like a more controlled move down, which is what we've had, is exactly what we were looking for. So I've been saying this for weeks. What we wanted to see was a slow move down to hit 31,600 and then reverse. So we want to get a rounded bottom off of here, and then that will take us up to higher targets. And I mean, it's playing out so far, but yeah, take profits on it. But I personally am holding this as a swing long position now, and I won't be. Yeah, I'm not looking to sell at any local levels. I think that everything local is done. Like we might come around and chop around this area a bit more. Because we could still come lower. We could still search a bit deeper into this. We could come down as low as like 3,800 and still be fine. So we might. I don't know. What else could it do? Let's have a look. Let me remove some levels again. So what we might get, if we are going to come down lower again and still get this as a swing trade, which is what I'm looking at, like if we do lose this level and it becomes resistance, I'm looking for much lower prices. But I wouldn't mind a move up to like swing failure these highs here, before coming back down, before searching down into like 3,800. and then getting a swing failure pattern off of these lows. So like sweeping these lows again, I wouldn't mind that at all. I wouldn't think that's bearish. Like the change of market structure here is still a long way off. So if I was to say what I think is kind of still more likely, I think people are maybe a little bit early still here. I mean, it could reverse us, but maybe still a little bit early, and then we probably come down, and then we actually make that final change. I think it, I think it still could like squeeze a few more people out. Um, but then that would have to be it. Like that would literally, you cannot go any lower than 30,800. Um, like that, if it goes, that's the zone. And at the moment, we've just tapped the top. So 31,600 was like the minimum target for shorts, and we've just like dipped into it. So I still think we could come a little bit lower and just chop around here. Like I've still got more positions down here as well. So if I were to say like perfect scenario is to come up, take these highs at 33,400. You can take those highs, 33,400, come into like 33,600, maybe reject, come down towards that 30,800 area. I don't know if we get that low, but I think we might revisit these lows and just keep testing them a few more times, because I don't think it's going to be that easy. That's like too easy. um, and then yeah, maybe, and then I think that's the point where this is done. Either it just nukes lower, or we get a really nice reversal. Um, so G, is it not possible to swing lower to attract more retail traders? So I think, yeah, I think that's kind of the thing. Like this wouldn't attract more retail traders though. This would scare retail off, and this would stop retail out. The whole point of this is that I think everyone's aware of this level. Like I'm not the only one that's been calling for this for a long time. I was probably the first one, or one of the first ones to call it, because I did call it literally as soon as that next day opened and we left the naked point of control. I think I was doing a stream at the time and we were in the daily open. I have to check see if I've got a recording of it. But as soon as we left that point of control, I was like, price is gonna go back there. Um, but I don't think it will be that easy. If it is, great. Then we reverse and we're going up higher. Um, yeah, the point of no return for longs. I mean, the point of no return for this long is 30,800. That you just take it level by level, and I know that's still quite a big move away from 31,600. You're still looking at like another couple of percent, but I'm okay with that for a swing trade. I'm able to yeah, I'm able to kind of scale in on a move of like 2%. Svetislav, Svetislav. Um, a lot of people are calling it. Yeah, I think a lot of people are now, which is why we're getting a bounce. Like that's the thing. Of course, we're going to get a bounce here, because everyone's longing it. But is it really that easy? Maybe we end up doing something like we did here, okay, or here. So we've got this first bounce. So you see how it did this first bounce off of these levels. Maybe it just fails and we need to sweep it and really just shake everyone out before we do get the proper reversal. I'd be really happy if it does that. I'd be really, really unhappy if it loses 30,800. But yeah, there's not that much more left to say on the chart. Like, there's not a lot of trap shorts, no. And there were a lot of liquidations. Like, well, I don't know. I wasn't watching, but I'm fairly certain there were a lot of liquidations. Um, you had your Let's just go onto a lower time frame and actually have a look at what happened. Again, I don't like analyzing things so much in hindsight. Yeah, I mean, I think it's more like liquidations and stops and than trapped shorts at this stage. So that's the thing. I think we probably would get some trapped longs up here. So yeah, right now is a really good time to take profit. But then the rest, yeah, I'm happy to kind of hold on to. Um, so we got how long much longer did this take to play out? So that's what we were originally looking for, and this is what we were drawing when we had that nice little parabolic move higher. And that hadn't moved, and this is what I mean, rounded bottom. And for this to have taken even longer to play out than what we were looking for is actually really, really good. Like, this is really good for the market, I think. The longer this takes, the more boring it is, the better your chance of a nice move out of it afterwards, I think. Where are all the Gartleys and things that I'd drawn? The crazy, crazy Gartley things. I don't know where they all are. I deleted them all. That's annoying. Whoa, that's the wrong thing. Oh no, here we go. Okay, let's look at this mess. Oh, I drew this. So this that's quite low. Lose those, lose those. Oh, what? Was this on fib time? Yes, it was. What? Have you? So it was on the fib time. It was on the 618 of the other fib time thing that we had. So this one's just played out, and I didn't even know that it played out. Oh no, no, that's yeah. So that was the one off of the other Gartley. So the one that we came down to those lows. Oh, that's this is just too, it's just too easy. This was just too easy. This trade. Ah, and it came at like exactly where that fib time's coming in as well. That's really cool. Um, and then I have this drawn here as well. And I mean, this is still a possibility. Maybe we come down and sweep these lows. Maybe we come down to the 786. 30,800 would be around this. That's maybe a little bit low. I mean, we've got this as well. It's not very nice, that one, actually. Not the best. What was I doing this morning, P? Uh, is anyone else here from London? Um, I'd basically family stuff. I had to go to Mayfield Lavender. It's like yeah, I had to. It's yeah, my girlfriend's on annual leave, so we had to go to the lavender fields and take the dogs down to the lavender fields this morning. Um, and yeah, that's why I was not around all of this morning. Um, but hey, I'm here now. I was on my phone while I was out, and I was just like, buy, 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 buy this level, making sure everything got hit, all the limit orders and everything. Um, yeah, bad timing for sure. Um, my man, it is okay. I mean, yeah, it was a nice morning, I guess. Um, Anyway, I am going to jump off of this stream again now. Like, I just wanted to come on just to have a look at it and just to update everyone, because I wasn't able to this morning, and this is the first time I've looked at the charts since it happened as well. So I really like the reaction that we've got off of that. So closing thoughts before I go. Um, Lavender ice cream. I had a what did I have? Uh, Yeah, they had like they have like a nice cafe there. Yeah, the dogs all smell of lavender now, and so do I, probably. Um, but yeah, I mean, I can't look at charts all day, every day, and work like as many hours as I do, and not do nice things to keep everyone happy as well. Um, anyway, right, I'm gonna jump off of this because I do have now um a couple of other things I need to do. So, yeah, final thoughts for this. If you took that long, brilliant. Like if you were able to get in on a long position there, like it was really really easy. We got the move into the naked point of control. Great. Could have laddered entries in here, or you could have waited for the swing failure pattern, got the perfect entry off of that daily. Like what did we do? What we went $6 below it, I think. Yeah, we went $6 roughly below the. Did we? Something like that. Maybe $6 below the daily level. Got the swing failure pattern, so it did sweep the lows, which is what we thought, and we've had a really nice bounce off of that. So enjoy the profits if you got that. But I would say here is certainly a good time to take profit. This daily level is what was holding us up, or what was trying to hold price up previously, and we did have this rejection off of it before. So far we've not actually really changed market structure. So for me, I'm looking at that high has not yet been taken. We've only really taken like the breakdown high and this kind of intra range stuff. So in order for there to be a proper change of market structure, you're looking at, yeah, a move above here. So definite take profit. Um, for me, this is a swing trade, but if you take profit here enough to allow this to go lower down to 30,800 or something around that area, I don't know, but if you give yourself enough profit to allow this to come down, and see what happens at that stage, like of course this could break down, but see if it does. If it doesn't come down, great, you've got the rest of your trade there. But if it does, then at least you can maybe compound this and get a nice entry lower or something. I don't know, not financial advice. um Not saying what anyone should do, but that's just kind of my thoughts. I think that's what I'm going to do on this, is get this profit taken. If we start to see lower again, at that point, that's when things start to get a little bit like, oh, there's a fight going on here. This bounce was obvious, but now let's see if things come lower, how things react. Cool. Yeah, all looking good. And I'll come back on a stream later on this evening or something probably, and we'll see where this is at, and then we'll start talking through some other ideas and things. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I hope that was helpful. I know I've only been on for about 20 minutes.